Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Millennial Investment for another daily trade review. Today, we're going to be looking at VXRT. And basically, what I'm looking at is some potential levels and potentially a reversal we may be seeing here. I'm not confirming that. I haven't pushed it out to our members yet, but I just want to look at the chart real quick. I have had issues with VXRT all the way since July, where it broke out and then died. And then we pushed it again in around December or January, and it broke out crazy and then was down 50% and has since died. And here we are again. So VXRT is looking pretty sweet for a reversal coming out the bottom. To give you a quick overview, if you're not sure what VXRT is, it's currently focused on an oral vaccine for COVID-19. It's currently working on disruptive clinical validated oral vaccine platform that it has the potential to transform the entire vaccine ecosystem. It's completed 13 clinical trials against 7 different viruses. The thing about their COVID-19 is that it's room temperature stable, so you don't need the freezers and stuff that the injected vaccines need. That we've seen issues with coming through, the rest of the companies that are providing these vaccines. I don't really do COVID-19 vaccine plays at all, but the stock chart speaks for itself. So they currently have a pipeline focused on several very large opportunities besides COVID-19, and that's why I was kind of interested in it. They're looking for some vaccines for neurovirus, HPV, influenza, and RSV. HPV being one that I am paying a lot of attention to, having teenagers and stuff like that. And then they have resources to aggressively continue clinical advancements and commercialization with about 127 million in cash at the end of 2020. So they have a lot of headspace to continue pushing forward with some of these clinical trials that they're working on. But ultimately, I want to look at the technical analysis, then we'll do some fundamentals at the end of the video. The first thing that I'm looking at is, of course, that breakout at the top. That's what a lot of people pay attention to. But I'm a little more realistic and focusing on this 1013. And I think this was a level that we focused on before to break resistance above because it played a part before. And so when we initially alerted on it, I think it was like at $6 or something like that again. It was in this dip right here. And it broke out above that $10. It bounced down. Well, it didn't break out. It hit that level, found resistance, broke down, but then broke out. And this was in anticipation of the efficacy behind their vaccine news, which actually only showed like 56%. But there were some more numbers in there that it kind of was misconstrued and misinterpreted, I guess you can say. I'm basically purely going off of the technical analysis that I've identified, and I'll show you our momentum here in a second. But what I want to see is I want to see this pop up above $8. That's my midterm resistance that I'm paying attention to. Even more so, somewhere around 843 before it rebounds, and then rebounds to that 1013. So I'm looking for midterm resistance. It might have some issues getting above those levels and then breaking out to the 1013 from there. So definitely looking at that, looking at a play potentially tomorrow into this, and I'll show you why. If I pull up my momentum indicators here, let me get some of that out of the way, and then what I'm looking at is on the daily. Of course, with everything across the market, everything's having a hard pullback ever since February, and we're starting to see some reversals in the market. And when we saw VXRT at these levels before, and it was starting to rip to the upside, it was the same setup. So we bounced to that $8 range, and if we did that right now, it'd probably give us about somewhere around 10 to 15% on the swing. But we think there's so much pent-up demand on VXRT that it'll actually break through those levels and continue bouncing to the upside. So we're looking for this to at least retest at 843 and then jump to those 1013s. Now, on some fundamental analysis, just to give you an update on how the business is doing overall, it's doing very well. Year over year, we're seeing 236% EPS growth. It should go positive by 2020, especially with the vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine being in place. It should have saw a lot of liquidity come through with a net profit margin of 129% growth. And something I've been paying a lot of attention to is the market capitalization compared to the common equity share or ratio, It's currently sitting at 5.5284, which is about 4 basis points above its its 5-year average at 1.1555. So revenue is in a strong uptrend, well, about almost 4 times more than what it's seen over its 5-year average, but just a little bit, about 9 basis points below its 3-year average. So it still has some headroom and some leeway to make moving forward, but definitely think that it can, with the different viruses that it's going after. So something to pay attention to. But also, I just wanted to provide you with some technical analysis on the move going into tomorrow and what we're expecting. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I hope this information was beneficial for you. We do expect to release some more videos here in a little bit, so look forward to that being released as we publish them. Like I said, if you found this information beneficial whatsoever, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. And otherwise, have a good day and good luck trading.